All right, welcome back. This is Power Breakfast on Citizen TV. I'm going to be taking a look at some of the stories that happened over the weekend and early this morning that are currently trending this morning. So we start with the KCPE exam as the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education exam starts tomorrow. Alarms keep ringing on the dire state of girls' education in 7 counties. This is according to an investigation by the Daily Nation. Progress in achieving gender parity in basic education remains uneven across Kenya, with girls continuing to lag way behind boys in key performance indicators such as transition and completion rates last year. Girls made up 28% and boys 72% of KCSE candidates in Wajir, the county that recorded the widest gender gap. The county was followed from the rear by Mandera and Garissa, where girls constituted 29% and boys 71% of the candidates. Girls in Garissa improved by 1% over the previous year, while the figures in Mandera were unchanged. In Turkana, Tana River, Lamu and Samburu, only 1 in 3 of the candidates were girls. For more on this story, of course, make sure you grab a copy of the Daily Nation this morning. All right, next up. Pauline Shamola, a customer care attendant at a Nakuru Safaricom center whose photo went viral on social media for helping a disabled man on Tuesday, October 25th, has been appreciated by the National Council of Persons with Disabilities for her service. William Kisumo, a 52-year-old Tanzanian man, had visited the center to purchase a Safaricom line. Kisumo had difficulties fixing his new line, and Pauline knelt down to assist him. Safaricom CEO Bob Collymore also took time to appreciate Shamola's act in person. Photos posted on Safaricom's social media pages showed the two sharing some light moments together, so always great to hear about positivity happening in the world. Moving on, under fire, Turkey has dismissed 10,000 civil servants and closed down 15 more media outlets over suspected links with terrorist organizations, and US-based cleric Fethullah Gulen, blamed by Ankara for orchestrating a failed coup in July of this year. More than 100,000 people had already been sacked or suspended and 37,000 arrested since the failed coup. In an unprecedented crackdown, the government says it is necessary to root out all the supporters of Gulen from the state apparatus. Thousands more academics, teachers, health workers, prison guards and forensic experts were amongst the latest to be removed from their post through 2 new executive decrees. Opposition parties described the move as a coup in itself. The continued crackdown has also raised concerns over the functioning of the state. All right, moving along this morning. A Democratic leader in the U.S. Senate says that the head of the FBI may have broken the law by revealing the Bureau was investigating emails possibly linked to Hillary Clinton. Harry Reid accused FBI Director James Comey of violating an act which bars officials from influencing an election. News of the FBI inquiry comes less than 2 weeks before the U.S. election. The Bureau has meanwhile obtained a warrant to search a cache of emails belonging to a top Clinton aide. All right. Now, the third powerful earthquake to hit Italy in 2 months spared human life on Sunday but struck at the nation's identity, destroying a Benedictine cathedral, a medieval tower, and other beloved landmarks that had survived the earlier jolts across a mountainous region of a small historic town. Lost or severely damaged in the shaking were ancient Roman walls, Gothic and Baroque churches, and century-old paintings crushed beneath tons of brick, sandstone and marble. Italian Premier Matteo Renzi said the nation's soul is disturbed by the series of quakes, starting with the deadly August 24 event that killed nearly 300 people, 2 back-to-back tremblers on October the 26th, and the biggest of them all, a 6.6 magnitude quake that shook people out of bed on Sunday morning. It was the strongest quake to hit Italy in 36 years. All right, and lastly this morning, the possibly hardcore Apple fan, formerly known as Alexander Turin, actually changed his name to iPhone Sin. Sim actually means 7 in Ukrainian, and he actually changed his name to win an iPhone 7 from a local electronics store. An Apple iPhone 7 costs about $850 in Ukraine. So when the store offered a free unit to the first 5 people to change their name to iPhone 7, the 20-year-old Mr. Sim rushed to change his legal name, which cost just about $2 in Ukraine. Mr. Sim also has good timing. If he had tried this with the iPhone 6, his name definitely wouldn't sound as cool. In English, according to Google Translate, 6 in Ukraine is shist. It's not too hard.